Windows cannot access /other computer, error code 0x80004005. I have two Windows machine on a home-wide network, one running Windows 7, I will call it W7 from now on, and one running Windows 8.1, I will call it W8 from now on. Both machines could access each other's shared folders, shared using advanced sharing, that is, until my internet service provider upgraded their modem over the weekend. Now W8 can access W7's shared folders, but W7 cannot access W8's shared folders. When typing the \W8 in Windows Explorer, I get a message that says, Windows cannot access \W8. And, in the details, error code 0x80004005. Unspecified error. If I try the same thing in the start menu, I get a different details section. Error code 0x800070,035. The network path was not found. If I enter \W8's IP address, either in Windows Explorer or in the Start menu, I get the same results as above. I made sure that client for Microsoft Networks was installed and checked on W7 and W8 for the local area connection, as well as the connection to the Internet Service Provider. There are no third-party firewalls on W7 and W8. I made sure all these services were running on both W7 and W8. Computer browser, DHCP client, DNS client, function discovery resource publication, server, SSDP discovery, TCP IP NetBIOS helper, UPnP device host. Workstation. UPnP device host was not running on W7, but starting it made no difference. Computer browser and AMP, UPnP device host were not running on W8, but starting them made no difference. I tried to map a network drive on W8 from W7, using both IP address and name, choosing connect using different credentials, as per a response on TechNet still yielded error code 0x800070,035. I cannot ping W8 from W7 using either IP address or name, but W8 can ping W7. There is also an XP machine on the same network. W7 and AMP, the XP machine can see each other. W8 can see the XP machine, but the XP machine cannot see W8. It seems like this could be a firewall configuration on W7. However, there are many inbound firewall rules, and I don't know which ones to check for.
There are two active network connections on the Windows 8 machines, Network 3, of type Ethernet, and Bell, a DSL connection requiring username and AMP password. When I connect to the Bell connection, then the machine gets assigned a public IP address. Anyway, the Bell connection was of type private network, and the Network 3 was of type public network, exactly the opposite of what they should have been. After changing those settings, everything started working as expected. It was trivial to change the Network 3 connection to be private. Windows + I, click on Internet Access, then View Connection Settings at the top, where I could select Network 3 and turn on Find Devices and Content. Making Bell public was a little more involved, as it does not show up under View Connection Settings. so I had to go to key_local_machine/software/Microsoft/Windows NT/current version/network list/profiles, find the profile with profile name Bell, and change its category to 0, i.e., leave it blank. See more detailed instructions in AMP, screenshots.
Beyond the other solutions solving generic, classic issues with this error code, another new issue can cause 0x80004005. Since Windows 10 1709, the old SMB v1 protocol is not supported anymore by default, which is still used by several PCs or other network devices like routers providing a NAS. Note that SMB v1 might have been uninstalled on older Windows machines as well. Follow these steps to re-enable it and access such devices again. Press Win+R. Type optional features and press Enter. In the list appearing, make sure support for SMB 1.0/CIFS file sharing is checked. Depending on what you need, you might only require the client or server component, and also install the automatic removal, which tries to protect you from SMB v1 security issues, but if you have no clue what I mean, just check the parent checkbox. Restart your PC and try accessing the device again. A typical device not supporting SMB2 or newer are older Fritzbox routers, popular in Germany, and if you try to access a USB hard disk attached to act as a NAS, you'll be unable to reach the router trying to connect to it.
Follow the instructions below. They might help, or they might not. In the computer running Windows 8, press Win+R and in the Run command box, type Control/name Microsoft.Network and Sharing Center, and press Enter. Click on Change Advanced Sharing Settings on the left pane and expand the private sharing profile and make sure that Turn on Network Discovery and Turn on File and Printer Sharing are selected. Expand the guest or public profile and make sure that Turn off Network Discovery and Turn off File and Printer Sharing are selected. Expand the All Networks profile and scroll down to the bottom of the window and under Password Protected Sharing, select Turn off Password Protected Sharing. Now, press Win+R and in the Run command box, type Verify that all your shared folders are present here. Select a folder from the list and press Alt+Enter, and in the Sharing tab, press the Share button and type in everyone in the drop-down list and press Enter and set the permission level to read. Do this for every folder you want to share. Finally, ensure that both computers, W7 and W8, have the same network mask. Do this by pressing Win+R and in the Run command box, type Shell Connections folder, and select your network adapter for the wired Ethernet connection and press Alt+Enter. In the Properties window, scroll down to Internet Protocol version 4, TCP IP4, and double-click it. If the IP address and subnet mask have been entered manually, make sure the subnet mask matches that of the Windows 7 machine by following the same step on W7. Now, find out the hostname of the W8 box by typing this into the Run command box. cmd/c hostname and add pause. Now switch to the W7 box and in the Run command box, type the.
Here is a workaround. Sometimes network discovery under Windows simply won't work, but the network is present, just inaccessible. Then, you should assign a static IP to the file server station. Map the drive to the shared folder using the IP of the station instead of the computer name. Example.
you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.